Hello, I'm Anna Delman. It is day number 126 of my note writing journey, and it's a Sunday. So on Sundays what I do is I look at the week's note writing and I list them, and then I spend the day just reviewing, thinking and considering where I could have done better and what I should be focusing on in the next week. So the past week and a half, we've all in the world, wherever you are, you've seen social media, and it was very traumatic, emotional to see somebody be assassinated. You can't unsee that. For me, my response was to self-soothe, and it made me think about things in my life that I thought I had dealt with satisfactorily, but obviously not. The distraction that brought to my long-term goal was not the way I would have liked to respond. Sure, we need to respond when we see the horribleness of life on a world stage, but I would have liked to have been better at the way I responded. So my daily notes this past week on day 120 was self-soothing. What are your habits revealing about you? Are you trying to escape? Are you retreating? Are you denying the reality of what has happened in life? What is it? And then day number 121, based on the self-soothing behaviors, wouldn't it be better to redirect that energy, those emotions positively, not denying what you saw or any other things in your life which are dramatic? Redirect the energy into positive responses for you, where you can acknowledge what you've seen, acknowledge what you're dealing with, but yet have a more gracious response that will be serving you long-term in encouragements. So day number 121, distractions grow when we do not confront the deep-seated hurts and struggles in our lives. If we don't strategize and know how to respond, or respond positively, or if we are faced again with a self-soothing behavior and we don't nip it in the bud and stop it right away and respond better, those distractions will grow, because it's an old pattern, and you don't want old patterns to start biting at you again and gain a foothold in your life. You want them to be annihilated, done away with, so we can respond better for our own long-term good, and it's a blessing to others. So day number 123 was acknowledge the things holding you back. That's just playing off again everything that had been exposed in me. We need to consider the good and the bad, not call bad good, and deal with it correctly. Again, I like to be able to respond positively in hard situations so that I can continue being of encouragement. It doesn't make me callous, stoic. It doesn't make me any of those things. It makes me wanting to care, because I know how hurtful it can be, and God has given me the grace to be able to respond in a better way, and I want others to know that kind of care He's given me in their life too. So that is day 123. Acknowledge the things holding your back, accept them, let's talk about it, find people to talk it through with them. What does God say about those experiences, the good and the bad in them all? Day 124 was let them be. You have no control over others' actions or their thoughts. Now, the negative worldwide event we all saw, and my responding to that, awakened in me a need to look back at things that had happened in my life, and I explained the difference between a small C and a big C, referring to the church and the church of Jesus Christ, irrespective of denominations, is those who truly have understood why they can call themselves Christians. The small C are people who go every week with other people like them, and it's all just the facade, the image, whatever. So let them be. You cannot convince people like that to change. They need to humble themselves and repent and understand the victory gained for them. You can't do it for them, friends. You can encourage them, you can be gracious, you can be kind in response, but you do not yoke yourself with people and unite yourself with people if you are called to lie about events, people, places, and things, so that they can be justified, so they can find themselves good or see themselves as the better, for them to uphold their image. If you are your tendency is to do that, to keep the peace, what about your peace with God, the vertical peace? Are you willing to lie so others can see you as good, but ultimately your lie is before God and you are really being worse than those people who are carrying or wearing the facade of sincerity? So consider that. Day number 125 was acceptance. Acknowledge the thing and work through it. Everything that I've just discussed with you and shared with you, acknowledge all of it and work through it. Practice vigilance. You don't want to be caught up in self-soothing responses which you don't like, whatever they are for you. You don't want to do that. Practice vigilance. What are your strategies going to be to nip it in the bud the moment it rears its ugly head? Or when you find that last time, this is how I responded when that thought came to mind. I'm not going to, here's the thought again. What am I going to do? Get up and do something. Go discover something. Go read. Go sweep your floor. Clean up, whatever it is for you. Call a friend. You don't have to say, I'm struggling with this. Just ask them how they're doing. Turn it into positive. How are you doing, friend? What can I do to help you? Use the energy you have in a positive way. Distract from the negative and put that energy into the good and the positive. So that's what I have been working through this past week. And friends, yesterday happened. It was Saturday. And all of this I need to emphasize in my life for this coming week. And as I've just said, when you find this, these were the thoughts that brought to that action, and it's happening again. I don't want that action to happen. What am I going to do different? Now I know. If you're considering it too, you know too. And we need to make sure those disciplines are in place in our lives so that we can move forward positively. Friends, I want to achieve my long-term goals. I'm sure you do too. What are the strategies you use in your life to nip it in the bud? What are those things you use to distract yourself? If you care to share, you're welcome to leave in the comments and we can communicate and converse in that way too. So until tomorrow, Monday, the start of a new note writing week, take care and God bless, and we will talk again. Bye-bye for now.